What happens to the global economy when the world's most critical energy artery falls under a new order? This isn't a temporary blockade. We are witnessing a fundamental shift in the maritime architecture of the Middle East. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy has officially declared that the old era of the Strait of Hormuz is over. They are claiming a new reality where foreign powers, specifically the United States and Israel, no longer dictate the rules of engagement. For the global energy market, this is the most dangerous strategic pivot in decades. Welcome to World Strategy Lab. In this strategic briefing, we analyze the IRGC's declaration that the balance of power in the Strait of Hormuz has irrevocably changed. For 40 years, the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet acted as the guarantor of freedom of navigation. Today, Iran is dismantling that status quo by deploying a locally controlled security system anchored by swarming fast attack craft, anti-ship cruise missiles, and sophisticated electronic warfare. The IRGC is effectively privatizing a global commons. This is a shift from harassment to governance. Iran is no longer just threatening to close the strait, they are attempting to regulate it. Reports indicate the IRGC is moving toward a mandatory vetting process for every vessel entering the Persian Gulf. In their view, if you are an adversary of the Islamic Republic, your right to passage is no longer guaranteed. Strategy becomes a choke point. This move has pushed the international community toward a terrifying precipice. As of today, April 7, 2026, the rhetoric has reached a breaking point. U.S. President Donald Trump has issued a final ultimatum, a Tuesday 8 p.m. deadline for Iran to stand down and restore unrestricted access to the waterway. The threat is explicit total destruction of Iran's critical infrastructure if the strait remains under this new order regime. But for the IRGC, this is about more than avoiding a strike. It's about sovereignty. They are betting that the global dependency on the 21 million barrels of oil that flow through this passage every day provides them with a geopolitical shield. They believe any U.S. kinetic response will trigger a global energy collapse, forcing the West to accept the new reality of Iranian maritime supremacy. Whether this ends in a diplomatic compromise or high-intensity conflict, one truth remains. The Strait of Hormuz will never return to the open access model of the 20th century. The era of unchallenged Western naval dominance in the Gulf has ended, replaced by a volatile struggle for control. In grand strategy, geography is destiny, but intent defines how that geography is used. As the clock ticks toward the deadline, we aren't just watching a military standoff. We are watching the birth of a new maritime era.